Hello, everyone.
Hi.
It's your girls from the Ghosties podcast.
Yeah.
We are going to do another take on the spirit box session, but we're using radio static instead of
the SB7 spirit box. We're gonna see if we can enhance our clairs any with this.
Yeah.
See if they'll drop any pictures or words or anything like that into our mind.
I think I'm going to stay out of the picture because I don't need to be but so close to Christina, being that there is a pandemic going on and my big old pregnant belly over here. So, all
right, now I'm going to go under.
Go under. I'm going to press play. Okay. Christina's going to deprive herself of sound and sight now.
I know.
Oh, that sounds loud. Is that too loud?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
She says no. Christina. Okay, she can't hear me. So there. That's good. All right. So we have the intention today of, we just did an episode on the Kentucky Goblin. So we're going to see what information she can get out of the box. She doesn't know what questions I'm starting with.
Missy, I'm seeing somebody with like it looks like a big like butcher knife going like this.
Butcher knife, okay. Was that supposed to be in reference to me and my cooking?
I see a flag.
A flag? What kind of flag are we seeing? What kind of flag are you showing, Christina? I don't even know who we're talking to.
I hear the word surrender.
Surrender. Okay, so we're going to set an intention maybe to have one of her guides kind of step in and help answer some of these questions.
Missy, can you turn it up a little bit? I can't hear what you're saying, but I can just barely hear your voice.
I'm gonna turn it up now. Now I'm probably like blasting her out. We're going to maybe see if one of her guides will kind of be along with her during this and answer some questions that we have. Do we have one of Christina's guides with us?
Oh.
She's obviously seeing something. That sounds really loud from over here, so I'm hoping it's not like blasting.
Oh, Missy.
She's seeing something.
I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. Missy, I'm seeing this thing on like all fours. Like, it's really strange. I'm seeing it like literally on all fours, like but it looks
like a cryptid or something. Is it some sort of cryptid? She can't hear me, by the way, so I'm literally asking this to whatever spirit is going to come through and maybe give her information. This is our first time trying this, so please bear with us. I don't know if it's going to work exactly like the spirit box does and where I can actually talk to a specific spirit to come through. Are we seeing a cryptid? She's not giving enough detail of what she's seeing.
Missy, I'm seeing somebody like put shoes on really fast.
Okay, we want to take this to the night of August 21st, 1955, on the Sultan Taylor farm, just prior to the goblins appearing.
Whew.
They had some goblins come to their farmhouse and I think cause some havoc. They ended up going into a gun battle with them.
I'm seeing like
this was all reported to police, by the way.
There's not a word for it. I don't know exactly what this thing is, but I'm seeing like this. It looks like it's lighter colored. It's got kind of an elongated head, but it's like hunched on all fours, like crawling.
Like an army crawl.
I don't know what it is. It looks like an alien.
If it was one of the goblins crawling around on the farm, avoiding the gunfire. That apparently they did like a 4-hour gun battle with these creatures. Can you show us any people that are maybe around?
I'm seeing a really big bright light.
Can you show us any of the people that may have been there? Any animals?
I'm seeing a really big bright light.
Any animals that may have been around? Not the goblins themselves. Or maybe the view looking out across the farm to what this family was seeing.
I'm seeing, looks like eyes.
So I guess they were just seeing eyes off in the distance. Can you count the number of eyes or how many different creatures there were? By the way, none of this is written down, so she doesn't know what I'm asking.
Seeing purple. Purple and orange.
I wonder if they were all different colors. Were there multiple beings out there? I was supposed to be.
See, I see a UFO.
Wow.
I see this UFO. It looks almost like a diamond.
That's interesting.
And it's like spinning really fast.
That's interesting because that's how they say some of the UFOs actually look. They're not actually like circular. So that's very interesting.
And it's above a huge mountain.
That makes sense if it's in Kentucky. Right? Don't kill me.
It's almost like I'm seeing this thing like, it looks like this big diamond spinning and it's descending down into the mountain.
Okay. So I'm guessing this is where the creatures came from that went.
It's like I see this flap open. And it's almost like it just goes right in, the flap closes, the dimension shuts.
Did the family see this UFO that night, or I don't think they reported that. They only reported the actual creatures they saw. Or maybe this was left out of the report, because they did do a police report. So that's interesting. I'm still curious how many creatures there were on the farm. Were there any animals out there? Can you see any of the people? Do you hear any noises? What about noises?
Somebody's talking to me.
Okay.
Like in this, I can hear, it's like this voice that's like way back here. And I can hear somebody also saying something about you, Missy.
Oh, great. Is it one of the spirit guides that I called in? What about me?
Missy, I can see you. You're not pregnant anymore. This feels like later.
Don't be telling me when I'm gonna die.
Hugging somebody. But I'm seeing this person from behind. I don't know who you're hugging.
What is happening? They have hijacked our session again. Who's the person I'm hugging? How later is this in my life? Because I'm almost not pregnant in another month or so. I don't hug people except my husband and my child, so it can only be one of them. Maybe a family member. I wasn't there on this farm, okay?
Missy, I just saw, in that movie War of the Worlds?
I've never seen
this
movie.
Where, like, the aliens come and they... Hold on. In, like, War of the Worlds...
I've never seen that. I was just saying I've never seen this movie.
Okay. There's... Some of y'all have probably seen it. In War of the Worlds, where they have, like, that huge... like mechanical alien that comes out of the big one, and it has like all these like arms that kind of come down and pull people up.
No,
I saw something similar to that. It wasn't pulling people up.
I'm like, it's not pulling me up, is it?
No,
future me.
No, you were gone out of that frame, but it was like it was going through. Does it make a lot of sense yet?
Yes and no.
Okay. It was almost like this thing was like hovering in the air and all these little tentacles were coming down from it. I don't know what that means. But it was so loud that I could not say anything. Okay, bye again.
Nope, not sure. All right. Let's go back to the farm on the night of August 21st, 1955.
I'm seeing like plaid or checkered curtains.
Okay. This may be the curtains that were in that farmhouse. Do you see any specific animals? They didn't reference what kind of animals they had, so I'm just curious if we can see any of the animals, any of the
There's
people,
a light.
any of the people in the house.
Ooh.
Any of the voices from the people in the house? Any specific things that were said that night?
I just heard somebody say, "You know what?
You know what?
You know what?"
I mean, we don't know what was said, so that's not exactly true. And the account.
Missy, I think I see them.
The goblins. Are you looking out from the farm?
I'm seeing like these little like fade in and fade out pictures of like these little eyes peering around.
Do you know how many of them there were? How many of them you can see?
I'm seeing stairs go down.
Is it going down from the house or going down from somewhere else?
I hear the guys.
No, they're there. There's her spirit guides that I asked to
They're
accompany.
saying something about like once you get to the start of the stairs, you're already in a different dimension.
Okay, so the reason they couldn't kill these beings is because they were in another dimension, but they were just able to see them? Is that what we're saying? Is that why the gunfire didn't work? Because I was wondering why they couldn't kill them, what kind of armor they were wearing or something.
I'm seeing, oh. I see this like really white, kind of alien looking face, but the eyes are different. It reminds me of the Kachina dolls. Have you ever seen that before? It reminds me of Kachina dolls.
I'd have to look it up.
They're like Native American dolls that represents the gods that they've seen come down from the heavens or something. Do you want me to keep going?
If you want to.
I kind of want to stop.
Okay, let's stop then.
Can we switch?
Yeah.
Do you want to do a session for you or do you want to do spirit box? This is really vivid and kind of jarring.
Well, I don't see things like you do, so I don't know if it will be.
It's a lot different than I thought it was going to be.
I will say the start of it, I did ask that maybe one of your guides kind of step in to help show you things, so the fact that they were talking to you at the end, kind of reiterates that. I asked if you could see, like looking out from the house, from the farm, onto the farm. I asked about if they could show us certain animals that were out there that they may have had, because not that we don't know, there were probably cows or chickens or whatever, but you didn't reference any of those, but you immediately started referencing what was the goblins, and the UFO.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering if the family was able to see the UFO. I'm guessing they weren't. So
I think they were.
Oh, look, there we go. The question was, you wanted to be on the farm prior to the goblins appearing.
Uh-huh.
So this is probably what happened before they actually saw the goblins.
Yeah.
So then they wouldn't have actually seen that. So that makes sense, because I was like, well, did they see that? Because they didn't reference that.
It was almost like they were telling me, it felt like several different things, not just pertain to this. It was like they were showing me like this, it looks like almost like a diamond or a Merkaba, almost spinning really fast.
Well, that's how they say some of the UFOs are. They're not actually like circles.
It looked like that. It was just spinning, and I saw it above a mountain, and it was almost like the top of the mountain just turned into a black box that swallowed this thing up. It's crazy.
Yeah, and so I didn't even think about it, but when you were saying it was like the stairs at the bottom of it disappears into another dimension, that makes sense of why they were shooting at these things and they couldn't actually get them because they were not really there, but there. Because I didn't think about it earlier. I was like, what are these things made out of that they can't, shoot them? But I guess that kind of explains it.
I was wondering too, like at the very beginning, I'll have to go back and look and see what the Hopkinsville Goblins looked like, because whatever this thing was on all fours. It didn't have a head like we have heads. It wasn't a human spirit, and it was kind of crawling along on all fours, but I couldn't tell where it was, so I don't know if that's related to this or if it's related to something else.
Yeah, and then I kept asking if it would show you like either some of the people there or some of the animals there or surroundings, and you mentioned the plaid curtains, and then you said, well, see, when I asked about, I said, are there any noises that you hear? Then you said you heard someone talking to you. And then you said you heard them talking about me. And I was like, this better not be anything like, when are you going to die or something.
It was really crazy. I could see you, you weren't pregnant anymore. It looked like almost like the future you, like you said. You were little and just like you are usually, but you were hugging somebody. That I couldn't see who it was.
And I was
very happy.
Then I was like, I don't really hug people, so it would either have to be my kid or my husband.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a hugger.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah.
I know.
That was interesting.
I know. Spirit box?
Yeah, whatever. It'd probably work better for me. Do you want to continue on this one or do a separate one? Just continue?
Yeah, we can just continue that.
Yeah, because I don't know what questions you're going to ask, so this will be interesting. Because you haven't written any questions down to ask,
I have not.
I will be just getting whatever information comes in, and hopefully it's relevant. Not that y'all want to see me, but you gonna see me now.
Stop it.
Did you guys notice Christina's Ghosties podcast sweatshirt is the question? How cute is that? She got them for us for Christmas.
Yes.
So maybe one day we can get some merch made.
Ooh.
Look at this giant belly, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I look like Jabba the Hutt.
Making a baby.
Anyways, so it won't be like this forever.
Oh.
But it will be like this for a while. Okay.
You're in the home stretch.
Yes. All right. I'm going in.
Can you hear it okay?
I can hear. Whoa!
Sorry. You okay?
That's like music.
Music? You okay?
That is like music.
A jar.
You couldn't hear it?
All
right.
Ready?
Turn whatever it is on, and then I'll. Okay. Woo! I got my heart going. I don't think it's too loud, but I feel like I might be able to hear you. So, what I did was I stood by that.
Okay, cool.
So I don't know if you want to try that.
Okay.
If you're talking now, I can't hear you, so that's a good calculation.
Could we speak to one of Missy's spirit guides? Could we speak to one of Missy's spirit guides so we could find out where the book, The Vengeful Djinn, has been hidden in the house?
Why?
Who took the book?
You may want to turn it up just a little bit because I can kind of hear your voice a little bit, but I don't know what you're saying. Did you just come over here?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Sorry, I felt like this rush of cold air and I was like, whoa. Not today, Satan. Sorry. All right.
Okay, ready? All right. Could we speak to one of Missy's spirit guides?
The truth?
Yes, absolutely.
Argumental? Is that even a word? Oh, wow.
Is there anyone here that could tell us where the book
I see
disappeared
them.
to? Oh, you see them. Okay. Where exactly is the book, The Vengeful Jinn?
Christina, I can still hear you a little bit, just your voice, so.
Can anyone tell us where exactly the book is?
Can you ask me a question?
Can you tell me where the book, The Vengeful Jinn, has been hidden in this house?
Difficult.
It's difficult. Are you able to give me a clue?
That way?
To the right? Or to the left?
Moscow.
Moscow? Did the book... Let's see. Could you guys tell me what...
No.
I know. Did...
Christina, I can hear you again.
I can't turn it up any higher. Okay. It did...
We need to talk.
Who?
It shows how much.
So, can you guys tell me, is the book here in the house?
Give me a message.
No, I'm asking you for a message.
They would look.
They would look. Where exactly did the book get hidden in the house? Or did a spirit just take the book?
Too late for that.
Too late for that? So did a spirit literally take the book out of the house?
It's a warship.
Is my book, The Vengeful Jinn, still in this house?
Ask the question.
I did. Is the book...
Hush.
Okay.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I checked.
Okay. Could you tell me what divination methods we could use?
Listen to me.
I am.
I told you.
About the using...
Get the code.
I got it. Okay. I understand. How can we enhance that method that you showed us to make it easier for people
Wouldn't
to
help
use?
save us.
Wouldn't help save
Please,
us.
we're trying.
Yes, we are trying. That's what I'm saying.
Too late.
Is there any variations that we can use?
It's
with...
a long shot.
Okay.
I heard that.
You heard that? Can you give me an idea as to where my book, The Vengeful Jinn, is here in the house?
House. It sounded like they said Indrid.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
September.
Okay. Can you give me a clue as to where the book is?
I feel like I'm poking right here.
Okay.
The name of the children.
The name of the children.
Buddy Hopkins.
Buddy Hopkins.
Indrid. Different.
Okay.
It appears.
Is Indrid Cold here with us?
Talk to them.
Is Indrid Cold here with us?
Up there. Stairs.
Okay.
30 years. They were coming.
Okay. Is Indrid Cold in a spacecraft?
It happened.
It happened, okay. Is Indrid back in, his spaceship? Did Indrid Cold really exist?
I feel like I just got hit right here. It's not the baby.
Oh gosh, okay.
Just a little, like, almost like a shot or something, but nothing. It didn't hurt, but I could tell it was quick impact.
Okay. Does injured cold...
It's direct impact.
Okay.
They're gone.
Okay. Did injured cold really exist here on the earth?
It's a secret.
It's a secret, okay. What type of being is injured cold?
They're on schedule.
Don't
hurt her.
Okay. What type of being is injured cold? Is injured an alien?
Get the code.
I did. Okay. Get the code. What type of code?
Right now.
What type of code?
Look at me.
I am looking at you. What code? Are you talking about the secret cipher?
I can't hear you.
Are you talking about the secret cipher? In terms
Sound it out. Sound it out.
Are you talking about the secret cipher
Recorder.
of the UFOs?
It also helps.
Okay. So there's a lot of
We're
numerology.
moving.
So there's lots of numerology involved in UFOs, is that correct? Lots of numbers. Could I speak to injured cold? Could I speak to...
That hurt.
Okay.
Their choice. Don't.
Okay. All right, then we won't. We'll change the subject. Could I speak to one of my own spirit guides?
Listen to you.
Listen to me.
What? Ask.
Okay.
Ask. Record.
Let's see. Can you tell me, guys, where we should go for our next exploration? Can you tell us where we, or what topic we should talk about?
It'll do that.
It'll do that. Can you tell me about the topic that we should talk about next time? For the next
I'll
podcast?
handle it.
You'll handle it?
Just wanted to do that. I haven't told you.
Okay. Okay, so it's not time for us to know then. Yes?
Build.
Build? Okay. Can you tell us anything that we should watch out for?
You're gifted.
Thank you.
In California.
In California. So are you saying we should watch out for some spirits that need crossing? Is that what California means?
Excellent move.
Okay. Are there some spirits that I need to cross over? Are there some spirits that need...
It's a gift.
It is a gift, I know. Is there a particular spirit that needs to be crossed over? What?
I think it's done.
It's done. Okay. Let me ask you one more thing.
Okay.
Let me ask you one more thing. I have one more question.
Okay.
Can you tell me what...
Let me see.
Can you tell me what the noise was that Missy heard?
That question?
Yes. What was that noise outside her window?
No.
Was it a tin can, like she said this morning? I think it's done. I think it's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get some stuff.
Did you?
I asked you where the book was.
Oh.
If I remember right, one of them said in Russia or like in Moscow.
Moscow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember saying Moscow.
And then I asked again, like where the book was, and they were like, too late, don't ask. So it makes me feel like it's gonna pop back up again. They're just messing with us.
Well, I lost it. Well, I won't say I lost it. It's if you listen to our podcast on the Kentucky Goblins, which we released today, we do a whole story about how there was a book that I was reading and it got not only swapped out and then lost. It's just this ridiculous story.
So then I asked you, when I asked you to put your the blindfold back on, I asked you what the noise was that you heard outside your window, and you said, don't ask. So I think it was don't ask and no. So I was like, is it the tin can? There was some mentions of injured cold.
I heard injured twice and I was like,
I heard injured, yeah.
And that just gave me chills thinking about it.
Injured, I asked, can we speak to injured? And they said something like, let us ask. So it was like, are they really? And they said, no, it was something like, we can't talk to you now, like from here or something. It was weird. So you'll have to watch it back.
Yeah, when I heard injured twice, I was like, that is weird.
Yeah.
I thought I heard it say goblin once or twice, but I couldn't really like confirm that.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know if you were asking about the goblin still or not.
I can't remember. I'm terrible. Are you like this with spirit box sessions? Like at a point I'll stop remembering what I asked.
Yeah.
I asked a lot about like what did you say? You said something like be on the lookout for California 3-0. So it was like maybe there's somebody that needs to be crossed over.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we need to do that. I don't know. But then it was like the connection was gone after that.
It felt at one point I felt like coldness right here, but I didn't want to mention it because I wanted to see if anything came up. But it really felt like there was cold energy right here towards the end for like a minute or two, and I was like,
hello.
So yeah,
Georgette.
Right. Well, I don't know if that interests any of you or if you enjoy these sessions.
Should we do one more?
I feel like it was kind of done. So I don't know if we're gonna, and I don't really have anything to ask. Okay. That's the only thing. I feel like I'm brain dead now, which often I feel after we record an episode and do videos.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right, guys.
Find us on Instagram as per usual and Facebook. Email your fun, crazy stories, scary stories to the Ghosties podcast, at gmail.com.
Oh, wait a minute. Stop it. You said Buddy Hopkins at one point?
Yeah.
I gotta look it up because I think it's a reference to the Hopkinsville Goblins.
Well, yeah, because when I heard Hopkins, I was like, is that Hopkinsville? Sorry.
Buddy Hopkins.
Is there a buddy in here?
Was there a buddy in the story? I feel like there was.
Billy Ray.
Billy Ray.
Lucky. O.T. Baker. We need to look up Buddy Hopkins, though. Look that name up. Okay. Anyways, find us on Instagram, Facebook. Please hit that subscribe button on here and email us your paranormal stories to the Ghosties podcast at gmail.com because we do share those on an episode once a month.
Yes.
All right, guys. Bye.